Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York. We are back in Vegas. It's great to be back here, and it is Halloween night, and we are going to visit Fremont Street for some craziness, so get ready. The question I had was to cover Halloween night either on the Strip or on Fremont Street, and it didn't take me long to figure this one out. I knew Fremont Street would be a lot more crazier, so here we are. This is Mitzi, the rubber ducky showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. Just a quick heads up, this video is rated PG-13 for boobs and butts, so if you're sensitive to that or the kids are watching, I just wanted you to be aware of that. It's just a coincidence these two princes met on Fremont. You'll see lots of street performers in the video, and just like Times Square, they have designated circles to stand in. Unlike Times Square, they abide by the rules here. I did mention PG-13, right? As you watch, you'll see the popular characters this year are the Joker character. Of course, the zombies are popular every year. And since we're in Vegas, you'll see a lot of Elvises.
Join us again across 4th Street. Yawk sign is on to cross 4th Street. Yawk sign is on to cross 4th Street.
The crowds are starting to pick up. It's about 9:30, but in about an hour, hour and a half, it's going to be shoulder to shoulder and hard to move around here.
Wait to cross 4th Street. Wait to cross 4th Street.
Chick-fil-A is very popular back home in the Northeast, but in Vegas they're far and few in between. There's one coming soon to Fremont Street, and the locals and tourists, I'm sure, are going to be very happy. A Lego couple. Right now it looks like the costume wearers are in the minority, but that's going to change very soon as the street fills with people who prepared for this parade. It's not really a parade, but this event, and they're getting all dolled up and putting on their finishing touches right now, and pretty soon you're going to see a whole bunch of people in costumes on the street here. Just in case you're curious, it's obviously October 31st, Halloween, here in Vegas. It's about 50 degrees right now. Temperatures drop down to the mid-40s in the early morning, and they heat up to about 70, 75 degrees during the day. So this time of year, Vegas is very hard to pack. Just keep that in mind. Local news is also covering the event. I'm beginning to get camera envy. And here it looks like we have Beyonce and her bodyguard. Unfortunately, Vegas has gained a reputation for petty crime, you know, street scams and things like that, but in particular, pickpockets, and they usually work in teams. One distracts you as the other one picks your pocket. As time goes on in the evening and the street really starts to fill in, this becomes a haven for pickpocketers, so be aware and be aware of your surroundings. And I'm wearing a coat with zippered pockets on the outside and a lot of pockets on the inside, and I have nothing in my pants pockets at all. We're coming up on a busy intersection that has the Four Queens, the Fremont, the Big D. These are all casino hotels. They were not covered. I did not cover casinos and hotels in my last round in Vegas. I am covering them this time, so be aware that they will be popping up shortly on this channel. We'll be covering the Fremont, Four Queens, Binion's, Golden Nugget, the D, the El Cortez, the Golden Gate, the Plaza, and much more. So stay tuned. There's a lot coming up on this round of Vegas videos. There are 3 large stages on Fremont Avenue. All have performances going on at the same time, all attracting huge crowds. In case you're wondering about the equipment I'm using tonight, I did anticipate large shoulder-to-shoulder crowds, so I bought a small GoPro camera with an extension stick to get above the crowds when it gets heavy. I guess this aerial performance is Fremont's answer to the Cirque De Soleil professionals up on the Strip. And just as I promised, the crowds are filling in pretty quickly about now. And this is what Fremont Street's known for on Halloween. Lots of people, and of course, as always, lots of lights. These paint pail drummers always attract a large crowd, and coming up shortly you're going to see a group of 4 of these gentlemen doing almost like a drumline performance in sync, and they attract a huge crowd. Another busy intersection here on Fremont, and these hotel casinos are the Golden Nugget, Four Queens, Binion's, and the Fremont, and again they'll all be covered on upcoming videos. Here are those paint pail drumline dudes I was talking about just moments ago. So this street performer is doing something I've never seen before, and I thought I saw all street performing acts already. For a tip, he will allow you to pose his body in any position, and he'll remain in that position until the next person comes up, tips him, and puts him in a new pose. It's really a unique idea, and right now the poses are kind of lame, but when we visit him in a little bit, the poses are going to get a lot more extravagant, I guess. And kudos to this guy. It takes a lot of guts to have strangers just come up to you, touch you pretty much anywhere, and put you into weird positions. This is not the time or place to be showing off your expensive necklace. And here we have stage 2. As I said earlier, there's a total of 3 main stages to this event, and actually always on Fremont Street, not just on Halloween. Right now the band's playing I Ain't Got Nobody, which originally came out by Louis Prima, as you older folk know, and as the younger guys know, it was made popular by Van Halen. The band put a little Halloween twist on the performance by carrying around a severed head while singing I Ain't Got No Body. I thought this lovely lady was going to give me a kiss. Speaking of Kiss, yep, they're here too. And here we have stage 3. Lots of laser shows tonight as well. We are standing in the spot where Cirque is being built. It's going to be the newest hotel casino on Fremont Street, and it promises to be the best. It's right across from the Golden Gate Hotel and Casino. Just when I think I'm getting all the attractions in Vegas, as well as the hotels and casinos and restaurants, they're building new stuff, so I have to keep coming back and making more videos, I guess. This band is good, really good. As a matter of fact, they're so close to the original, that's the reason why I'm talking over their performance. I'm concerned that I might get a copyright strike on this video because of their performance, so I'm going to continue to talk. Music is such a tough thing to shoot around in these videos, especially in Vegas. When you walk into the casinos, there's nothing but commercial music being played in the background, and that comes across on the video's audio, and you can get copyright strikes. So the options are to either lower the volume and talk over it, which is what I'm doing here, or to just cut the audio out completely, which is really no fun. The crowd's a little thinner at this end of Fremont, but I have a feeling that's going to change as the time goes by and this band continues to play because they're really good. Was that a bloody panda costume we just passed? The good thing about a thinner crowd up here is you get to see the drunk dancing girls. This is probably the best time and place to push a huge pail of garbage around. Those two girls obviously aren't professional street performers, and they didn't even get a tip, but they did attract a crowd. The famous LED display overhead is the largest LED display in the world, and it's just recently gone through an upgrade. They just finished it for, I guess they wanted to do it for Christmas, but they got it done in time for Halloween. The resolution is fantastic, and they sync it to music. Tonight, the overhead LED display is Halloween themed, of course. If you check out my channel, you'll see there's already about 40-45 videos on Vegas already. This is the second round, and there's going to be an additional 40-45 videos coming out shortly. Some of them include the best burger on the strip, the High Roller, which is the world's largest observation wheel. We'll visit Fremont, where we are right now, during the day. We'll visit the Shark Reef at the Mandalay Bay, and there's going to be videos covering the casinos, hotels, attractions, and restaurants on the South Central, North Central, and north of the Strip. And we're also going to visit Hoover Dam, the Grand Canyon, and attractions on the famous Route 66. There's a lot coming up, so stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, and click on that notification bell to be notified when new videos are released on this channel. There, I think we're far enough from the music that I can lay off on the commentary a little bit. It's no secret, as you ladies get older, the boobs seem to sag. This artist came dressed up as Bob Ross, the Happy Painter, tonight, and that's pretty appropriate for Halloween. He's a really good artist, his work looks pretty good, and people seem to be respecting it because they're not walking all over it, considering the size of these crowds. Weed is legal in Nevada, and no matter where you go in this town, you're gonna smell it, whether it's on Fremont Street or on the Strip, or no matter where you go. And if you're in an area where weed is legal and the crowds are this heavy, you're bound to pick up a contact high. The center stage is now doing an ode to Halloween songs. It wouldn't be Halloween without the Monster Mash or Michael Jackson's Thriller. There is a production of Michael Jackson's One at the Mandalay Bay. It's put on by Cirque Du Soleil. If you come to Vegas, you have to see at least one Cirque Du Soleil show. The other night I caught Cirque Du Soleil's Zumanity show at New York on the Strip. It's billed as the only Cirque Du Soleil adults only show, and of course I'm going to cover it for you guys in an upcoming video. And this is the start of a very long costume contest. We're going to watch the first few moments of it and then move along.
Good stuff. Well, just buckle up because New Year's Eve, you guys are in for a treat. We have a $32 million upgrade of our canopy. It's being unveiled in rock and roll style. New Year's Eve. Tickets go on sale within 2 weeks. Sign up for VegasExperience.com, and I promise you it will be a bucket list like no other, and you'll enjoy the heck out of it. So, without further ado, I am General Disarray, and I am my counterpart here, Kendra. How we doing, Kendra?
Stay, stay. Okay, come. I love how people listen to me. Okay, and we're coming back to the Pose-A-Dude street performer, and his poses are getting a little bit harder, and hopefully his tips are getting a lot larger. Remember, this dude's deal is he has to remain in that pose until the next person tips him and puts him in a new position. Some people find street performers, well, annoying. I really like them. They go from really good to god-awful. This guy really made my night. Finally, I think this guy just felt sorry for the performer. The crowd's getting really heavy now, and moving from place to place is becoming difficult. Everything is shoulder to shoulder. There's a lot of body contact, and this is where the pickpockets have their field day. I can guarantee you, if your costume has any kind of extension, like, say, wings or a tail, it's pretty much coming apart at this point. The overhead zipline is very popular here on Fremont Street, and tonight it's just non-stop. That zipline seems to break down quite often and leaves people hanging, as you might have seen in a previous Fremont Street video of mine, and it's going to happen again tonight, coming up shortly. I've seen a couple people collapse tonight, including this gentleman right in front of me. These people are well over 40 and they're just drinking way too much, and you expect that behavior from someone maybe in their 20s or something like that. I just don't understand it. Inflatable sumo wrestler costumes. Good idea or bad idea? Good news is no one's going to come around you, and you certainly can't get pickpocketed. The bad news is you pretty much have to stick together with your sumo wrestler buddies and not move for about 3 hours. Check out the AC/DC fan in the skull jacket. His age might just surprise you. You go, Grandpa. Lots of impromptu crowd participation tonight. I really dig that. And here we have a Los Angeles Rams fan in a Jared Goff jersey. I appreciate the spirit, but when did wearing a football jersey become a Halloween costume? Hey, it's Elton John. I just saw his bio movie on the way over here, Rocket Man, on the airplane. It's really good, especially if you're a fan. And we're catching the end of the costume contest here. It seemed to have gone on forever. Spoiler alert, the Invisible Woman wins. I've pretty much seen it all this evening. One thing I didn't see, and that I would have liked to have seen, is security. When traveling and making these videos, my personal safety and security, as well as those around me, is a paramount priority. Maybe it's the New York in me. Take, for example, New Year's Eve, where everyone's movement is restricted and watched, and there is clearly a police presence. Or as you can see in my New Orleans videos, where the police are driving around the French Quarter and are on horseback on Bourbon Street, obviously making themselves noticed. When I'm in Vegas, I don't see a clear police presence either here on Fremont Street or in the Strip or anywhere in the city. Vegas being the site of the worst mass shooting just a little while ago. I mean, this was a really cool crowd tonight, but things could have gone horribly wrong. Maybe they are here. Perhaps it was Beyonce and her bodyguard, or the dude wearing the Jared Goff football jersey, or perhaps every zombie on Fremont Street. Maybe they all belong to the Las Vegas PD. Point is, I like to see police because I know if I see them, so do people that are up to no good. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now.
And like I said, New Year's Eve, buckle up.
Tonight's been a blast and I had a really good time. Halloween seems to be becoming more and more popular over the past few decades, and people are going all out with their costumes. Just check out these Dia de Muerte or the Day of the Dead costumes. I mean, there's a lot of money spent here, and everyone's having a great time. And as always, I hope you had a great time watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.